Good morning, everyone. Welcome to day 118 of Isolate, Meditate, Create. My name is Jessica Lynn Johnson. I am the founder and CEO of Soaring Solo Studios, a company dedicated to the direction and development of one person plays. So, welcome to IMC. The purpose of this is for us to gather together in community, do a little self care, a little meditating, and a little writing. Um, and if you missed any of the previous IMCs, just hop on my YouTube channel, Soaring Solo LLC, and you can catch up on all 118 plus a bunch of other tutorials and videos. Please make sure that you have something nearby you to write with and write on. As soon as we're done meditating, we will write together. And I like to give you a little trigger warning that sometimes in the visualization, sensitive subject matter can come up for you. If that happens and you need to hop off the call, no worries, do what you need to do. And if you need resources beyond that to support you in your emotional and mental health, please feel free to reach out to me at soaringsoloartist@gmail.com, and I would be happy to send you some resources. Okay, so without further ado, let's go ahead and just close our eyes and just start to get comfortable. And taking deep breaths in and audibly exhaling out to release whatever tension or stress we might be holding on to. Just letting our breath bring us into this present moment. Trying not to worry about the rest of our day or week, but just being here right now in this moment. Letting go of our to-do lists, our personal dramas, and just enjoying this time together to slow down. And notice any racing thoughts or thoughts that are just flowing through your mind. Recognize them, but try not to attach to any of them. Just let them pass through and let your mind become a blank canvas. And with every breath, just imagine that there is warm, bright, nourishing, healing light that is filling every inch of your body, relaxing you, healing you, restoring you. Just see that light enter every inch of your body and doing you good. And start to imagine now that on every in breath, you're breathing in things that serve you, things that fill your cup, things that you want to call into your experience at this moment in your life. Maybe that's abundance, maybe it's healing, maybe it's love, passion, curiosity, support, encouragement, innovation, whatever you need to imagine bringing into your life. Just see that coming to you on your in breath. And with every exhale, release whatever is not serving you in this moment. Negative thinking or limiting beliefs, pessimism, unforgiveness, bitterness, resentment, lack or scarcity. Let go of whatever it is you need to let go of on your out breath. And just continue on in this cycle of breathing in what serves you and exhaling what does not. And now start to imagine that your breath is slowly transforming. And while you continue to breathe in those things that serve you, now in your out breath, you're able to give back to the world, whatever it is you have to give in this moment. So just imagine breathing in those things that serve you. And on your exhale, you're returning to the world your humor, your love, your light, your kindness, your patience, your abundance, your allyship, your encouragement, your courage, your message, your creativity. So just continue on in this cycle of giving and receiving with your breath. And in the next few moments, I'm going to guide you through a visualization, and I want you to just trust whatever comes up for you. Try not to control it or make sense of it or censor it. Just see what your creativity, your intuition, what does it want to show you? What does it want to reveal to you? I want you to call to mind your very first job, or at least the very first job that you remember. So just take a moment and call to mind your first job. And as this is coming to mind, just recall as many of the details as you can. What city was this in? About how old were you? What year was it? Where did this job take place? Who were the people that were around you at this job? Just start to let that image become clearer and clearer in your mind. And did you enjoy this job? Was this job a good fit for you? Or was it a job that you just did because it was your first job and you had to do it? You had to make some money, or did you really enjoy it? What was the experience like for you? Do you remember what you had to wear? Do you remember what things you had to do for your job? What services you had to provide? And were there any people or relationships at this job that changed you, even if in small ways, or made an impact on you? Maybe it was a customer, maybe it was a fellow employee or your boss. Was there a person that made an impactful memory in your life at this job? And what do you recall about this person? And how did they impact you? Just take a moment reflecting upon how this job impacted your life, how it changed you or transformed you, how you became different because of it in big or small ways. Just spend a moment or two reflecting upon it. And taking another deep breath in. And on the exhale, slowly coming back to this moment, opening your eyes. And go ahead and reach for whatever it is you have to write with and write on. I'm going to set my timer for 8 minutes, and I want you to just write about whatever came up for you. So that might just be a first person monologue. It might be a scene that you recall from that job. You might write from the perspective of an inanimate object or feeling and play with personification, lyrics to a song or poetry. Whatever comes up for you is perfect. I'll let you know when your time is up. And about 3.5 minutes left, 3.5 minutes. Okay, that's your time. So please wrap up your writing. And as always, I encourage you to transcribe what you've written. If it's in a journal or scrap paper or something like that, put it on your computer in a document, save it in a safe place. Um, and I think that that prompt can definitely provide some material for your solo show. A lot of us have interesting stories or moments of impact and transformation along our career journey or jobs, odd jobs that we've had, all of that. I know Heather Dowling certainly has with her first show, Unemployed Finally. She had like 40 different jobs she tracked us through. So yeah, jobs can be very interesting to talk about from stage. So hopefully you got something interesting out of that. So if you'll look in the chat, I put a bunch of announcements happening in the Soaring Solo community, starting with my next free Art of Creating the One Person Play class that's happening Saturday, June 12th, 10 a.m. Pacific time, noon Central time, and 1 p.m. Eastern time. So all that's required for that is an RSVP at soaringSoloStudios.com. Just go under events and free class. You can also find it under the free stuff tab as well. And then we actually ended up having one spot left for the Creating Characters intensive in June. So we would love for you to join us for that. I'll let Heather, the soaring solo instructor and award-winning solo artist, tell you about it because she is the primary teacher. So let me get you set up, Heather, to tell them about that.
Yeah, it's a very rare thing that we have a spot open up. With Fringe coming up, we had some shuffling of people in their coaching, and so we got one spot in June. So I want to highly encourage you to jump on Creating Captivating Characters. It's been stunning to see how far people have come for their journey. One of the things, I don't know if some of you may have been in the reading with Ozo Safo last week, but she really began, developing her piece largely inside of our intensive, and the work she was able to do to discover characters that were the ones who helped her write her story. And it sounds a little reverse because you always think I'll write a story about characters, but when you start to explore characterization and the people that are on the journey of the story you want to tell, they will feed you a lot of what there is to say, and the point of view from which you want to tell the story. So I don't even know if Jess and I are having so much fun with it. I don't think we had any idea how much it was going to empower artists to come at it specifically from this direction in an intensive format, but it's been a joy to watch. I know Sheila did incredible character work, and with her All the Atoms in the World, she developed some incredible characters that now we're in love with, those of us who've seen the show. So yeah, I just want to encourage you guys to snatch up that one spot because we're already building a list for people in July who couldn't do June anyway, and you want to get in on this. So hope to see you.
Yes. Thank you, Heather. Yeah, and if sometimes people are like, well, I haven't written anything, so is this a good, you know, place for me to start? It absolutely is, because there's writing assignments and improv assignments that we do. So it really helps you find material. And my first show was written entirely from the perspective of the characters before I even knew what the plot was or any of that. The characters presented themselves first. So I'm a big believer in letting the characters tell you what the story is. And if you've already been performing your show, it is such a great way to polish characters and technique, because solo theater technique is a unique and beautiful beast for those of you who have been studying it. So yeah, email me at soaringsoloartist@gmail.com for more information about that, and it's in the chat. And it's $149 for all 3 weeks, which is a steal. You get a curriculum guide, and Heather's fantastic teaching, and I sit in on the 3rd week to give some additional feedback. And if you wanted to work with us in a different capacity, one-on-one coaching, power pairs, small group, any of that, or want to know what those things are, just email me and we can talk about it. Again, if you missed any of the IMC experiences, all 118 of them can be found on my YouTube channel, Jessica Lynn Johnson, Soaring Solo LLC. You can find me on YouTube, and I have a bunch of other free tutorials and videos meant to help you on your solo journey. So find that all on YouTube. Solo Fest, Encores, and Best of Fest solo shows are still streaming from the Whitefire. The next one coming up is this Sunday at 6 p.m. After the Fall, written and performed by Johnny Ray, which many of you know in the Soaring Solo community. He is a beloved member of this community and goes to everybody's shows, whether it's virtually or back when things were in person. He's such a loyal fan, so I'd love it if we all showed up for him. He has had an incredible life journey, had a very traumatic accident, which most people would not have even survived. And not only did he survive, but he thrived. And it's just a really inspiring story. If you need some inspiration and some light right now, I would encourage you to tune into that. So I put the link to all the different Soaring Solo events that are coming up, and his is in the mix there. And oh, I should say, if you can't tune in on Sunday, that's fine. The link will be live for 72 hours. So you can purchase your ticket and watch it anytime over that span of time. Also, if you're looking to put a stake in the ground with your solo show, Hollywood Fringe is doing a digital festival this year, which might become a hybrid of digital and in person as things are continuing to open up. So registration for that started on May 1st, and it is continuing throughout the summer. So the festival itself is in August, but go ahead and email me if you wanted more information about that, or you can visit the Hollywood Fringe website, which I think is hollywoodfringe.org, but Google it and you'll you'll wind up there. But that is a great festival to build some credits and work out your solo skills. And then I wanted to say, you know, IMC, we've been doing this during the pandemic, and as things are starting to open up, the last official IMC will be happening on June 16th. So that means we have 2 more after today. I will probably do meditate create sessions pop up, you know, sporadically. But just to know that we will only have the next 2 officially. But I am adding in a new free offering called Free Write Friday. Right now, I'm just going to vary the times of that, but the first one's happening at 4 p.m. this coming Friday. So you just RSVP through the link on my website, which I included in the chat. So just go to soaringsolostudios.com and it's under events. You'll see Free Write Friday and you can sign up for that. It'll be a similar format to this, except we won't be doing meditation. I'm just going to be guiding you with more playwright structure, and like we'll explore the climax of a solo show, the dramatic question, just creative prompts to get you thinking about what you want to write about in your solo show. So it'll be a little more catered to the exact types of pieces you would want to have in your show. So if you've already been doing this, this will be a great next step for you to keep building and shaping your content. So yeah, 100% free, 100% awesome. That's starting this Friday. And I think that's everything. That was a lot of stuff. So I'll leave the chat up for just a couple of minutes if you want to jot down any of those things, because I knew I just threw a lot at you. And then later today, this video will be up on my YouTube channel. So that's it for now. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday, everyone.